You know, I love my PC, but recently I've been thinking about getting a PlayStation as well. Okay, so that's a little out of budget, but fortunately I found this one right here. And between you and me, I heard that it can run over 100 polygons at once. Okay, I know I'm a little late to the party, but in my defense, I wasn't born in time. I did grow up with a PlayStation 2 and later a PlayStation 3, and I always kind of wanted to have a PlayStation 1. Even if it didn't work, I could just have it as decoration. And now I have adult money and I can spend it. Whoa, look, setting up a PlayStation 1. How exciting. So let me tell you about the ordeal I had trying to get this fully in my grubby little rat hands. Okay, so I bought it from a secondhand shop. Obviously they don't sell first-time copies of this bad boy anymore, and they should bring back PlayStation 1. And I'm not talking about the PlayStation 5 that looks like a PlayStation 1. I'm talking about an actual PlayStation 1. You know, out of nowhere, no announcement, just drop it for like a day. I think that would be absolutely hilarious, personally. But hey, that's just me. But you know, not everything comes with it. So I had to order a memory card and a connector from HDMI to AVG or whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called. And listen, I'm tired. This is one take, okay? But you know, the colourful wires, you know what I'm on about. Now, as of buying this, I recently moved to a new place for college, right? And there's a few places around here with similar addresses, right? You know, just a couple numbers different, one word different, whatever. Did I put the wrong fucking address on Amazon.com? So I'm waiting a little while for these things to come, and they go to the wrong fucking house. It was terrible. It was a nightmare. But the worst part is a delivery man did come to my gaff. Just, I don't know. It was weird. It was really weird. So a while later, I saved a bit more money. I reordered stuff and my Halloween wig, but that's kind of irrelevant here. Shows up. I'm like, great. And then I get hit with a wall of assignments, and right now I'm actually editing this mid-assignment break. I don't know if any of you lot know much about maths, but part of one of our assignments is an LMZ. Maybe I'm getting the acronym wrong. I don't care. I'm tired. It's a 16 by 16 LMZ, possibly image compression. And if you know what that is, I am so sorry for you. And if you don't know what that is, keep it that way. Okay, this is so much work. But fortunately, we have cutie little things like retro consoles to make things all happy and shit. Okay, we are playing Crash Bandicoot. There's something about Crash Bandicoot that feels both familiar and distant to me, and I can't quite figure it out. I cannot figure out if I've played any of these games before. It's just, it feels very in between for me. It is very possible that I just saw like one of my cousins playing them when I was a kid. Now it's just ingrained in my memory, but like very, very vaguely. So either way, now I will definitely have played it. Oops, I forgot about that. Oh. Fuck. Okay, moment of truth. I am so scared. Okay, turn the monitor on anyway. And okay, I hear it spinning. It's making noises. I think it's alive. Okay, I know this is about PlayStation 1, but we're gonna put all that aside for a second to talk about my favorite game of all time, which is Spyro: A Hero's Tale. And I've played some of the trilogy. I haven't actually finished it. I do need to do that. I've played some of the trilogy, and A Hero's Tale is still my favorite. And maybe I'm just too nostalgia pilled, but I truly think it is a masterpiece of a game. And you know what? Those graphics look like PlayStation 3 graphics, okay? Awesome game. If you haven't played it, I would genuinely, unironically, really recommend it. So, turns out the connector I bought needs to charge first, which I've never heard of anything like that before. But hey, if it works, that's what counts. Although there's no charging time on the manual that came with it, or like on the back of the box. So this is going to be fun. My phone also needs to charge like desperately, and I only have one plug. I have maybe the most scuffed setup of all time right now. Okay, of course, we have my beautiful PC. Film is still on. This is a new case, and I need to get another RGB connector because the RGB fans aren't working with the things I have. I need to get more stuff. I always need to get more stuff. This is such an expensive hobby. Then we have this bad boy on top, and we have this absolute tangle. Linus Tech Tips would hate me so much. if you think that's bad, you should see what's behind those monitors as well. It is actually diabolical. Okay, moment of truth. Part 2. Can we get a drum roll, please? How to beep. I can't remember if I turned that on or not. Oh, I didn't. Okay. Oh! So, unfortunately, I don't have any audio. My beautiful Hello, what the fuck? Nothing's broken. As I was saying, my monitor here has no audio. Or not that I don't know, it doesn't have a headphone jack. This obviously does not have a headphone jack. So we will have to experience this with no audio. But also, I can't record my screen. Because if I want to record my screen, I have to pay like €45 and I'm already broke. So we are going to have to go back to a great, wonderful, but dying way of recording media. And that is recording your screen with your phone because you can't record on your screen. I love sharks so much. Like, I am such a shark fan. I want a pet shark someday if that is something that I can feasibly do. Because I know you can like ethically own pet sharks. I don't know about the legality of it in Ireland. But if I feel like I could keep a pet shark and keep him safe and happy and alive, I would love one so much. They get such a bad rep as well. Dolphins are the real evil creatures of the ocean. Oh, and eels. Oh, they do freak me out a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I'm also not a big fan of snakes. I don't... Oh, I have like... Do I have one line? No, I don't. I'm a little different. Yeah, I'm also not a big fan of snakes. They just kind of freak me out. And like, I've seen some cute ones, but, you know, the way they move just really freaks me out. And also, I think it's cobras, the ones with like the really big like neck frills that go up. Scare me. When I was a kid, one of like the main reasons I was happy to live in Ireland is because there were like there's no snakes here. Okay, so does this hold up? Oh shit! Wait, do you guys have TikTok attention spans? I can work with TikTok attention span. Hang on. So, does this hold up 30 years later? Where am I going? Okay. I have a TikTok attention span too. It doesn't have Overwatch on it, so where do you think that's better or worse than what we have now? Is honestly up to interpretation. But as someone who is studying game development in college, this is just super interesting. It's so cool to see how far we've come. I'm not moving enough. I'm sorry, you guys. I can't get Subway Surfers on this. And you know what? Even though the graphics aren't, you know, what we're used to nowadays, there's still like a fully functioning game up here. I can shoot stuff. I can move. It's got full functions and like it's got enemies and stuff. Like, it is a perfectly playable game. And I feel like something like this would definitely come out today, just, you know, with a few more polygons. So if you think you would like to have one, go buy one. Even if like you don't play it as much as your console or PC, which presumably you wouldn't play like an older console with old games as much as like a new gen console or a PC with new games. But even so, it's like, it's a piece of history. It's super cool to have it. You know, you can show it off, like it's vintage, it's retro. I'm pretty sure it counts as retro by now. I think PlayStation 2 counts as retro as well, just in case you guys wanted to feel ancient. Is this working? It's just moving around, like constantly back, forwards, just crashing into things, keeping you occupied. Is this the new Subway Surfers? Am I gonna see a Reddit story on my view page with like Crush Bandicoot in the background? Like, I know I'm studying technology, so this stuff shouldn't seem like super insane to me. This should seem like kind of normal to me. But it is just super crazy to me that if we were on a planet, we are on a planet, we've got rocks and we've got water and we've got like sand and stuff, and now we have things that make pixels appear, that make silly little guys do silly little things. It's just crazy to me. I truly apologize to anyone who is passionate about wire management right now. I'm really sorry.